Hello again, everyone. We're back in MLB The Show 25. I'm Mike Lowe, and I'm not as grumpy as the last game. I'm still upset that we lost. It was kind of a weird loss, 5-4. We left some opportunities out there, a lot of it with fielding, just kind of bad reaction. I was getting pretty frustrated with my corner infielders, but we looked at it kind of at the end of the stream, and the truth of it is, like, they're just not great reaction times. I still think it's unrealistic when you're talking about a Major League Baseball player. So 58 technically is above average on the 20 to 80 rating scale, which is what I think this game uses, or at least that's what we were told, at least in the scouting reports. And here, of course, they go above that. But either way, you can make the argument that like Pete Alonso should not be reacting as poorly as he has been. Even Mark Vientos not reacting as poorly as he has been. But it's a consideration I'm thinking about because he's the only third baseman we have on the roster, as we've talked about before. He's doing a nice job with the bat, but I mean, if we can't get the balls and at least knock some things down, I'm not looking for gold glove play at third base from Vientos, but got to be able to do a few more things. So we have a rubber match here with the Toronto Blue Jays, who are 7-2, really good team. We put a whooping on them on Friday, and then Saturday took that loss we just talked about. Trying to play ahead here, of course. Going to be kind of away from the PlayStation for a little while, about a week or so. So just wanted to kind of get ahead of some things here, be returning back on the 13th. And so my goal is to kind of get to there before the 6th in real life. That's what my plan is. So that includes getting into this next game here. It's an important game. I really want to get the Mets. I mean, we're certainly a better than 500 club, but we just want to get back kind of just one step at a time here. We have our number 4 starter going, Tylor Megill. He has not pitched very well so far in his one outing. Nothing crazy. It's a really small sample size. And we're going to be having some subs in here with it being a Sunday game. We don't have any off day until Thursday. And so just a few things here. We're going to get Juan Soto off his feet a little bit today. Winker is going to actually play left. Nemo is going to actually play center. And then Taylor is going to come in. We're also going to swap out catcher here. So who comes in that's different out of the lineup? Well, Tyrone Taylor is going to get probably his first start of the year, play right field and bat 7th. And then Luis Torrens gets his first start of the year too, I believe, at catcher. We've had a lot of off days here. We really don't need it, but just trying to get into that rhythm, getting our catcher off his knees there on Sundays and probably Thursdays. So he's going to need it here. He won't be able to play 4 games in a row, so we'll just get on that schedule now. Same thing with Siri with 80 durability. Get our center fielder a little rest. Acuna has been playing a lot, which is good, so we'll give him the day off. And then Marte is really the only bench guy that we are not getting in, but he's just more of a pinch hitter for us. He still has 6 at bats, and has been doing a pretty nice job. So this is the lineup. Let's see. Yeah, I kind of like just keeping that lefty-righty split there. So I was going to move McNeil up, but I think we're good here. Defense could be a little bit weaker today. Kind of goes against what we were talking about at the very start of the stream, but that's okay. Thanks for subscribing to the channel, by the way. Thanks for liking the video. Thanks for being here, chatting during gameplay.
Welcome from the home of the New York Mets, Citi Field in
Get
Queens.
these Mets
Today, the finale of this 3-game
moving here. Let's get a little momentum.
It's the Toronto Blue Jays going up against the New York Mets. And this is the rubber match, Siggy.
And these games can really shape your season, Boog. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire organization.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And on the hill in this one, Tylor Megill. What's the word on
Tylor Megill.
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Here's Andres Gimenez, and that's downstairs. And we're underway here this afternoon. Out to short. On the run, sends it over to first. Nicely done for the out. Take a look at the lineup. Nathan Lucas now at the plate. That misses the zone, and that is ball one. On the ground right side. McNeil gets it to first. Nice efficient start to the afternoon. That's 2 out.
Hey man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Just missed. 2 out, space is empty. Next offering is fouled back. Pitch misses.
Yeah,
that's ball 2. That one hammered but pulled foul. And down on strikes he goes.
Really good inning
and
for
good
McGill. We'll
work
take
there
it.
as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Blue
Quick
Jays.
and efficient.
Now the
It's a
Mets
strikeout.
offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Jesse Winker.
Gonna see some sinkers here. Pitches down in the zone, which is kind of where we'll be focused. He doesn't throw super hard.
First pitch misses. A little bit low.
That's where I'm looking right now. But just being really selective, making sure it's in the zone.
Next offering is in for a strike. And a swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Just looking to take our walk here if we can get it.
Ground ball to the right side. Guerrero takes it to the bag. 1 up, 1 down. Here's a Mets lineup now. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Juan Soto.
Boogie had over 100 RBIs last year, and that's just a huge year. You've got to have men on base, but you've also got to be able to come through in the clutch, and that's exactly what he did. See if he can back that up in this season.
Juan Soto at the plate now as he chases after that one. And there's a fly ball deep right field. That's back there. That's not coming back. His second homer of this series, and the Mets jump in front. It's 1-0.
You almost feel bad for the baseball when Juan Soto hits it. His swing is so powerful. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Francisco Lindor in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Next offering misses, and the count now 2-0.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Way out of the zone.
1 out, base is empty, and a run in here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. He's there. He's got it. 2 away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Here's Pete Alonso. 2 for 9 so far in the series. And first offering is fouled off. There's a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Snuck the fastball by him. Mets draw first blood thanks to this solo homer. And we're back. And now Anthony Santander. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Around first, heading for two. And he starts off the second with a double.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Bo Bichette, the next to hit, takes outside. That one the other way. Taylor makes the grab on the run.
Got a really good arm.
Wow, he looked like he was running
Best
before
outfielder
the
today
ball was
with the
hit.
subs.
Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a
Don't need
short
to get too
amount of
cute
time.
here with like working
Ernie
around
Clement
anybody, but with
next
Will
up for
Wagner
the
on
Blue
deck,
Jays.
something to think about. But he can hit righties pretty well, so.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. One out and a runner at second here in the third and final game of the series. Next offering is down low. Ed Drummond, our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boogie's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent with it. And the great thing is you don't see players questioning the calls too much. So that's it.
There's a swing and a
Swinging on
drive.
3-0.
This one could be
Pays off.
trouble. Around from second is the tying run.
I was actually hoping he would have swung at that. I was just hoping for a fly ball, which we got.
Easy to relax in that count, but there was nothing
hit it
relaxed
really well.
about that swing. A great piece of hitting in that spot.
One out, runner at second. And next is the designated hitter, Will Wagner. First offering misses badly for ball one. Next offering is fouled back. And here it comes. Not close with that one, and it's 2-1. Just missed. One out and a runner at second. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit out into right center. Headed for the plate. He scores and they have the lead. And it's an RBI single. It's 2-1.
Well done. Drives in the run. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Man at first with one gone. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays.
0-1.
Next offering upstairs. Wagner, the base runner at first with one out. And that one fouled off. Gets a piece and stays alive. That one back up the middle and it gets through.
Man, this ball's just getting down.
They get it in quickly. So
Getting down,
first
getting
and
through.
second now, one out. And now it's Dalton Varsho. 2 for 8 in the series so far. First pitch just misses.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Runners at first and second with one gone here in the top of the second. Lifted in the air right center field. Taylor moving under it. And there's 2 away. So the lineup flips over. Andres Gimenez next up for the Blue Jays. And there's a foul ball. 2 on, 2 outs. And that misses. And the count is 1-1. On the ground. And foul ball. In the air, left field. Winker should have it. Makes the grab, and that'll do it. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Now to the bottom of the second. Blue Jays 2,
really efficient first
and the
inning.
Mets 1.
Not so much in the second inning. But
Back here at Citi Field, bottom of the second. And now here is Mark Vientos. Swing and a pop-up. Jimenez. He makes the grab, and there's 1 down. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Hitless in the series so far. He's 0 for 7. And that's outside. Nimmo batting 6th in today's lineup. A former first-round pick back in 2011. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And a swing and a miss.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Kirk to first, and it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout.
Usually when you see several pitches, you're going to get at least one that you might be able to do something with, but they didn't exactly challenge him in any way right there, and really they just used his aggressiveness against him. I don't think he even got a pitch in the zone.
No, that's a good point, Siggy. He goes down on strikes, but not a single pitch was actually in the strike zone. And there's a ball. Foul ball. On the ground to third. Clement over to first. And that is that. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. They're down 2-1. Back here in Queens, on to the 3rd inning. And now for the Jays, Nathan Lucas. And that is out of play. Oh, 1 now. Swinging a foul straight back. 0-2 now. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away. Struck him out looking. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now struck out swinging his first time. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. 1 down, base is empty. Foul ball there.
Yeah, and beyond that, all the other men in those clubhouses that sort of take you under their wing as a son or a nephew and show you some of the tricks of the trade. It's just invaluable, that type of experience.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Soft contact in the air. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got his second double of the game.
Waste no time there. On the mound, he's got to feel like he deserved a better result on that pitch. Really, I mean, just a soft liner that happened to stay fair. But even though you don't want to do it, you got to tip your cap because the guy at the plate, he found a way to fight it off and get that knock.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. That one drilled left field, and that's a fair ball. The run comes in from second, and they lead by 2.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
That one hit to right. Taylor holds it in on the run. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now a 3-1.
Yeah, Toronto playing like a good team.
Welcome back and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. Bassett back to work. And that one is lifted in the air. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 away. So up next for New York, Luis Torrens. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
That one missed.
That first pitch was funny. That was me thinking I was staying back on the curveball. Still super early.
Up and in. 2-1. 1 out, bases empty. Next pitch is downstairs.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Fouled off left side. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Lucas puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. Here's Jesse Winker. Grounded out his first time. On the ground right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Down in order go the Mets. And it remains a 3. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
Well, these Blue Jays doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average. Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall.
It's in and out of his glove.
Got him to dive.
Still fires to first.
I hit it like immediately, but he dove.
Wasn't easy following the misplay.
That's all I wanted to do. Knock it down.
Dalton Varsho digs in now. Flied to right his first time. That one finds the corner. 0-1.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it. And a tee
stretches out and hauls it in. Offense held in check there to the bottom of inning number 4 now.
Right,
welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. And it finds its way through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Lindor in the box now, takes strike 1. Soto aboard here at first with nobody out. Check swing, and he went 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
On the ground right side, 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Next is the cleanup hitter for the Mets, Pete Alonso. Swings through that one, 0-1.
0-1.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a ball popped up. Guerrero sizes this one up, and that will end the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Jimenez, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, 26 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season.
No strike.
And right back to the mound. And the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth. So digging in, Nathan Lucas. 0 for 2 in this one. First offering, and it just misses. And another ball. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. And it's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Next pitch misses, and the count is filled up.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today. Economical with the pitch count.
Guerrero in the box now. No balls and a strike. On the ground to third. Vientos whips it to first. And Guerrero is set down. And it's ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here is Mark Vientos. And ball 1.
Well, these Mets, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Swings and misses at 1 down below the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes. 2-2 the count.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Oh, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series. So no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Everything came together for him. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Taylor takes low, second trip to the plate in this one. A little out front there as he swings through it.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Nimmo leads off first with 1 away. There's a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Squirts away a little bit. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Oh, that's a curveball, and I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for, a bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Jeff McNeil stands in. That clips the corner. That one misses. And the count even 1-1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And now it's even up. The Jays leading by 2. Last half of inning number 5. Up the middle, Bichette. They get the force, and the inning is over. And we're back. Anthony Santander at the plate. McGill back to work. And first offering is fouled off. And that one upstairs, ball 1. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That one 95 to finish him off.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. The shortstop takes the ball.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Pitch is in there. That's strike 1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Just missed.
What's good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, get a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And he swings over the top there. On to first, out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
And now it's going to be Ernie Clement. Next pitch is outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. And they had their first base runner since the 3rd inning. And here is Will Wagner. Pickoff throw, and he's back safely. And that's in for a strike.
0-1.
Pickoff move to first. Clement back on a dive. And that's disengagement number 2. Clement, the runner at first with 2 gone.
One ball,
and
one
a pitch
strike.
out, but nothing going on. Next offering is in for a strike. There goes the runner. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Torrens with the throw to first. And that is that. 1 hit, 1 left. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. Back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers.
All right, for the 7th inning, just kind of going through, seeing where we're at, the lineup, bottom of the order, and then the top. I don't mind getting him some work. He's only pitched 3 innings. Everyone else is kind of tired right now. Our setup guys.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1's the count.
Very high with that one. And that's ball one. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
And now Jesse Winker checks his swing. Now an appeal to third. No, he held up. With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the sixth. Grounder might be two. Jimenez tossed to second, back to first, and that is a double play.
Oh man, what a smooth double
sinker's
play.
there for though.
That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Here's Juan Soto. He's already homered here in this one. Yeah, he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus. But
this one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Great catch, foul ground up against the wall. All set for the start of the inning. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Alejandro Kirk. Taking over on the mound for the Mets, A.J. Minter.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Close one, doesn't get the call. 1-0.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with two of the three hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
Minter winds and deals. There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The other way, and foul ball. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. First pitch misses. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Nimmo sizing this one up. Snags it for the second out. 2 down, base is empty. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And that keeps the inning alive. Well, he waited until the 7th, but that's the knock that'll extend his hitting streak. Singy, how much does it weigh on your mind when you're coming to the plate in the late innings with a streak going?
Yeah, quite a bit. And a hitter's supposed to say he's only focused on the current at bat. But, man, honestly, it's hard not to know that if you don't come up with the hit, your streak's over. So it's there, at least in the back of your mind.
And the batter now, Nathan Lucas. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. Throw to first, and he's back in safely. Only one more disengagement left after that move. Late on that fastball.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Two outs. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. One left for Toronto, but they still lead. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jimmy Garcia.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Lindor swings through that one.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least one run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Erik Swanson preparing to come on if needed. Just missed.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And a swing and a miss. One away. Big time out leading off the home 7th. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Ball 1 there. Fought off foul. The Blue Jays holding on to a 2-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. And that one way outside. 2-2. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
In the air out towards right center. Lucas makes the grab. 2 down. And next for the Mets, Mark Vientos. That misses. And it's 1-0. Right through there for a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
Look, it looked like that curveball backed up on him, and although it's a mistake, it works out really good for the pitcher. The hitter's timed it up, expects it to be to a certain spot, and it just doesn't get there.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that's a fair ball.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Jimmy Garcia done for the day. Erik Swanson gets handed the rock out of the pen.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Nimmo at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there. That one finds the corner, and the count is 0-2. That's inside.
2 strikes.
Vientos off of first with 2 away. Ooh. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So the
can't get the
back
bats
here
going.
at Citi Field. Now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Dedniel Nunez.
Now pitching for the New York Mets, number 72.
And a pitch. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressed.
Left field, way back there. And it one-hops the wall. Now he'll turn for second.
Mistake pitch.
And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
He was all over that one. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
And the batter now, Anthony Santander. This one ripped, but foul to the right.
Jeez.
And that one is lifted in the air. Taylor moving under it. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. Tag out at third. And that's a double play.
Man, you have to be sure if you're tagging from second base
It's
that
a
you're
huge
going
play
to
to
move
keep
up
us
to
in this.
third with no problem. And I know he wasn't out by very much, and it took a great throw to get him, but you're already in scoring position, so it's just a foolish decision to try and push it there.
Now here is Bo Bichette. Swings through that one for strike one.
0-1.
Ground ball left side. Vientos. The throw to first. And Bichette is retired. And that in order go the Blue Jays. And the score stays 3-1. Ready for the bottom of the eighth. Now it's the right fielder, Tyrone Taylor. Green, in his 9th season, he features a four-seam fastball, a slider, and occasionally uses a cutter.
Jeez,
he swings through that
one.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Struck him out looking. That was pretty nasty.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first two pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after it.
0-1. Swings through that one for strike two.
He was really trying to stay back for something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing.
That missed by a lot. And it's 1-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Kirk down to first with it. And there's two gone following the strikeout.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good two-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it.
It's nice when the backup catcher at bat ninth can chip in.
That'll fire up the dugout. It's 3-2.
He just sent this stadium into a
2 home runs
frenzy.
today,
They're
but nobody on
going
base.
nuts. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Jesse Winker getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. That's too low, and that's ball 1. Holding on to a 1-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Oof. This one in the air. Bichette makes the catch, and that is that. 1 in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Major League all set to start the 9th in this one. And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. Nunez back to work. And that skips in the dirt. That one not close. Ball 2.
He hasn't wanted a challenge in both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
In for a strike. Good slider. Ripped on the ground to second. Throws to first. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. Now it's the DH, Will Wagner. Hit on the ground to the right side. And it goes just foul. Up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Tried to just cancel that throw.
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 3. Outside corner, there's a strike. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And that drops in for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
And Captain Kirk goes down on strikes. And next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. 0 for 3 in this one. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
0-1.
Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. And that is that.
It's 2 innings for Nunez.
Held in check.
Matchups worked out a little better to let him go.
Ball game.
All right.
Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Breaking ball misses down and away. And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here in a crucial spot. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1-1.
Next offering is downstairs.
Ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike.
And a swing and a miss there.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
And the tying run is on base.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
No outs. Runner at first. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate.
Trying to rest guys, but I mean we have speed. Speed. I mean, get Siri in there. Hate to take out Soto though. Jeez. Yeah, we're just gonna let it go.
That's off the mark. Ball 1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Pounding ball here, rolls foul. Tying run at first, the winning run at the plate. And fouled off. One-run game, bottom 9. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Oh,
spoils
geez.
a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
I'm wondering if we bunt here, but man, we got such power coming up. No, I'm not going to pinch run right now.
Big at bat now as the polar bear Pete Alonso steps in. This guy with light tower power. Outside, 1-0.
Well, they're applying pressure, quality at bats, quality swings right now, and see this offense doing it one player to the next, showing a lot of fight right now, and they're making it difficult for the back end of this bullpen to close out this game.
The 1-1 comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it, still try to get that ground ball double play.
And now the count is even. That misses off the outside edge.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Hard ground ball for a base dive. Runner around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they tied it in the bottom of the 9th.
Huge moment for him and his team, Boog. You know, some guys just grip it a bit too tight in a big spot like this, having a chance to tie it up.
Took a bit of a risk, but
he didn't
the
let
route
the
that the
ball
outfielder
get to
took
him.
there,
Comes up with the RBI knock,
not even
and now he's giving his
speed
teammates a chance to walk this thing off with the win if they can push across another run.
There comes a skipper
fully
out of the
admitting
dugout,
having no
and he's
idea
ready
what
to
the
make the
outfielder's
move.
arm strength
Jeff
was on
Hoffman is done, and the line not closed on him yet. On the mound now, Ryan Burr. He's making his 4th appearance
Another
of the
slider
season.
guy, kind of similar.
So up next, Mark
approach here.
Vientos.
So here's where we might try to bunt.
Now time called at the plate.
Let's take a look and just make sure this guy can, like, even remotely bunt. Oh, God, he's pretty bad. And I'm trying to remember how to actually, like, directionally bunt, because it's really important we bunt it to the third baseman here.
Sack bunt towards third.
I guess they
Clemens.
just automatically do it now.
Off balance feet. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
It's actually a nice play.
Tough
Keeps
play
the
right
double
there.
play in
Didn't
check
really
for
have
them.
enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had
It's
to
actually
rush
a
it,
really good,
but he got it off and he
risky
got it
play.
there in time to get that out at second base.
Here's the center fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
All right, so
Chance to
what do we
collect
want
himself
taking
now as he
these
asks
next
for
two
time.
at-bats? Got to have good contact and clutch. It's not bad. He's been playing terrible this year, but I trust the clutch. Tyrone Taylor we would pinch hit for, so we don't really have a ton of pinch hitting options. But we'd probably bring in Marte for Taylor, but not Nimmo here. Sack fly wins it, so I mean,
That's inside, and that's ball one. Two on, one out. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
One ball,
Wow,
one
no
strike.
fair right there. I mean,
the
that
infield
slided
is
in
in all the way
the very
around.
last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Going to count 1 and 2.
Man, that was my
Big pitch right here.
Not sure
He's
how I
going to
missed
try to
that.
make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
On the ground, 2 ball.
I wish they would
Tag
send it
out.
automatically like
And they
that.
cut down the winning run at the plate.
I think he could have had a better read than that. With the infield back and a ball on the ground, you're expected to score if you're going to go. To get thrown out at home
Obsessive
plate,
and pinch running.
that's probably
Like,
a bad jump
we
by
don't
the
even
base
have a
runner,
backup
but
third
an
baseman
excellent
on the
play
team,
on
so-
defense.
I mean, can Acuna play third or Lindor? Like, none of these guys can. I might have to move Lindor there. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do it. Make sure that's who's on second, yeah. So, Vientos, Acuna.
So a change being made out at second on a
Now,
pinch
who do we
run,
want to
Luis
take this
Angel
at
Acuna.
bat?
He's the potential winning run, so they're hoping he
65
can score at a
clutch.
base hit.
Jeez. We're going to let Tyrone Taylor. He got the start today. Let's give him a shot.
Ball 1 to Taylor. So 2 balls and no strikes.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Trying to send this extra innings. Swing and a miss at a slider.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That crosses the plate,
way.
and now they're just
No
one
way.
strike away from getting out of this mess.
pitch.
Batter calls time and steps out. He needs a refresh. It is a big at bat. Right side, Jimenez on his way over, squeezes it, and that is
All
the
right, that's
third
right.
out of the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single.
Lindor, I hope you can handle third base. We're going to find out. I think everyone else is good.
We're in extras here. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Andres Gimenez.
So we're going to bring in Danny Young, try to get the first 2 guys, and then Vladimir Guerrero intentionally walk is kind of the game plan here. But that does bring up Santander. It's a tough call because we could go lefty-lefty intentional walk, either lead the lefty in or go to the closer, or we could do the opposite, go closer for the first 2 batters, intentionally walk, and then bring in the lefty for Santander. It's the top of their order. We're going to go with our closer. Let me look and see here. So, great clutch. Yeah, pretty studly. Yeah, we're going to go Diaz.
That catches the zone for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, it's kind of deflating. You blow that lead in the bottom of the 9th. So here's a new opportunity. Hit the reset button. Try to get some more runs and then close it out in the bottom half of this one.
Very lucky. And there's a ball.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just to waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
And that's in the dirt. Base hit center field. Varsho rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they lead it in the 10th. Well, they didn't waste any time as they knock home the runner from second to get on the board.
Huge for team confidence and how you approach the situation. Still have a guy on base, and now they'll try to add on.
Acuna over to McNeil, and that's 2.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
So up next for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. To third. Whips it to first. And that is that. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Back here in extras. And now here's Jeff
Talk
McNeil.
through how we want to do this
0 for 3.
here.
A fly out, a
Actually,
ground
take a
out,
quick
and a
resting break.
strikeout.
Stepping away. So we got a few things we can do here. So I think Tyrone Taylor's got good speed. Oh yeah, so we're good with him on second. McNeil's going to just bat, and that's simple. When it comes to Torrens, it's going to kind of depend like what the situation is. If it's like runner on first and third or a runner on third with 1 out, we might try and safety squeeze. Send the runner Put a bunt down, just try and send it. I don't know if the game's going to handle that well. They did it to me the other day, and it worked well. I probably need to go into practice mode and kind of mess around with bunting, truthfully. It just seems to play a little bit differently than it has in the past. So after him, I mean, Winker can hit too. So like Torrens is the guy. I mean, he had a home run. So I mean, he had a nice at bat. But like again, I'm a big believer in like walk out of the casino when you're ahead. I'm not expecting he's a 69 overall, which is nice, but I'm just not expecting him to like come through again. And so like, what does that mean then? Would we just pinch hit the other catcher potentially? If they bring in a lefty, it's a really easy call. We're gonna go to Marte. I don't really like Siri in this position, so I don't think any of our pitchers can hit. I'm just assuming not. Let's just take a quick look. You never know. That'd be sweet if one of them could. So yeah, doesn't look that way. Okay, so yeah, just talk through the strategy. That's what we're gonna do. They've not brought in a lefty yet. They bring in a guy who throws a slurve, a sinker, and a slider. So he doesn't throw very hard. Just got to try and get a bat on something here. Things are going to go left to right for the most part. Sinker is going to go the opposite direction.
That's outside, and it's 1-0.
In today's game, outs are valuable, so guys aren't just willing to give themselves up to advance a runner. They're trying to drive him in as well in the process. So I don't expect him to shorten up and just try to hit behind the runner here.
And that's downstairs and outside. The 2-0 is in for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot.
That's that sinker again. I mean, I got to lay off that.
So consistently.
That's an area I'll probably be leaving alone.
That up. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. So the tying run at second. Luis Torrens in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Ooh. Fouled off again.
That's that pitch that I don't want to swing at, but 2 strikes. Absolutely had to. Just barely touched that. No way.
Swings and misses.
Saw that a mile away that it was a ball.
Had him way out front of the slurve. Luis Torrens up now for the Mets. He's already homered in this game.
We're going to go Marte here.
Pinch hitter coming on, Starling Marte. He comes to the plate in a huge spot in this one. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. With the winning run at the plate. And the home team trying to pull it out.
Jeez, nice pitch.
And that one gets past the catcher. Taylor up to third on the wild pitch.
Field in.
Swing and a miss. Struck him
swing.
out. And they're down to their last out. And stepping in for New York, Jesse Winker. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
The tying run is 90 feet away. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball.
That's ball 2.
They're down to their final strike. The Mets down to their final strike. Not close with that one. Full count, 3-2. Full count pitch, he'll have to wait. Time called to the plate. Up the middle, Jimenez. Throw to first, ball game. And the Blue Jays strand the tying run on base to win it.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
And the final score here, 4-3. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.
Just too many weakly hit balls, strikeouts, just no walks today. Just not. Oh, yeah, just not a good day with the bat. And again, just 1-run loss. Those things matter. Big deal. Pitching actually did pretty well today. Stupid base running, giving him free outs. So let's look at this box score, and just it's kind of similar to the game yesterday. So we had 11 strikeouts against Toronto, no walks. So again, pitching was like pretty dominant, but the same thing for us, 10, just 1 walk. Yeah, Luis Torrens was 2 for 3, and I took him out, but that's okay. Like I said, get out the casino ahead. Juan Soto, 2 for 3 with a walk. Yeah, pitching did a really good job today. Frustrating loss, but yeah, I don't know. We're off to a slow start, are these Mets. But hey guys, thanks for checking out the video. Appreciate it. Thanks for subscribing, liking the video. We'll be back. So I'm trying to get about a week ahead of the MLB schedule in all. So yeah, we'll be back and streaming more. But thanks for watching. See you next time.